everyone. Welcome to Trending Now. My name is Haley Sawyer.
And I'm Kendall Allen.
And this is the news you'd actually care about. April Fools. I'm not really Haley.
And I'm not really Kendall.
And this is the all-male episode of Trending Now. We've got testosterone-filled topics, a roundtable to discuss exactly what goes on in the minds of women, and a Not Eddie's Corner.
Everything in this show centers around men and what we do, and everything is a little bit more manly. For starters, we ditched the dressy look the girls always go for and adopted a more casual, manly attire, hence the hoodie and the Hawaiian shirt.
We've got an amazing show planned for you guys, so let's cut this boring girly talk short and move right on to our first story.
Voting for Maxim's Hot 100 is officially open, and men everywhere are already setting up daily reminders to vote for their favorite ladies. The list, which has become a tradition in the male community since its creation in the year 2000, has already seen a record number of visitors to their online website.
Women who ranked in 2013 included Emma Watson at 19, Jennifer Lawrence at 5, Selena Gomez at number 2, and coming in first place was Miley Cyrus. Voting is unlimited and can be done daily, and there's even a section to nominate women not featured on the list. All you have to do to vote is go onto maxim.com/hot100 and vote for the ladies you think are most deserving of the title, Hottest Woman in the World. Last year, Miley Cyrus won first place.
Yeah.
We can't let that happen.
No,
again.
and Selena Gomez was number 2.
She's not anywhere near as attractive as Selena Gomez, who came in 2. And I couldn't believe that Emma Watson came at 19.
Oh, that's like top 10 material.
She's top 10 material.
Yeah.
Easily. Even with her haircut, she's top 10
Yeah.
material.
Miley Cyrus, your haircut, that's bottom 50 material.
Bottom 50.
Gotta be classier than that.
I don't think I'd rank her in the top 100 anyways.
Yeah,
I don't think
no.
she deserves to be up there. But moving on. In a recent study, a group of men were surveyed to find out what is considered to be the manliest foods. Ranking on the list was the good old-fashioned 1-pound American cheeseburger, a hunk of porterhouse steak, anything when accompanied by whiskey, but taking home the gold, I'm sure you could have guessed it, it was bacon.
Bacon!
Yes, bacon. Those little cuts of piglet have always been a manly staple ever since their first recorded use in the ancient Roman Empire. But one company has decided to put a new spin on our old favorite, and while I hesitate to say anything could improve upon our succulent bacon, this is probably the closest thing we're going to get to that.
Earlier last week, Dunkin' Donuts announced its plan to begin testing the bacon donut. This concoction is rumored to be a regular glazed donut covered with bacon and topped off with caramel sauce. Wow. While the idea is running wild on the internet, as far as in the minds of everyone and men, the Dunkin' Donuts CEO warns that the testing of the treat could be taken slowly, but if interest peaks quickly, it'll be released as early as next year.
Well, next year's kind of far away still,
Yeah.
But you know what? Is that the price we have to pay to get bacon donuts in our life?
I think if that's the price we have to pay, it might be worth it.
It looks good. We saw the picture there. It looked delicious.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm not even a big caramel person, but I think you need caramel when you're dealing with that kind of like salty bacon flavor,
Yeah.
sweetness.
I think you gotta have the sweet to the salty and makes it perfect.
You know what would be great if they took the strawberry donuts and then put bacon on top of that instead of a regular old glazed ones. They should just add a section where you could add bacon to anything. Anything you want, add bacon to it.
Should make a store just a bacon store. Add bacon to whatever.
Dante, I think we got something
we got
there.
something
Bacon
going right
store?
there.
Bacon store. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
Oh, yummy.
And it is unbelievably appropriate that the guys' episode of Trending Now falls on the day after maybe the most manliest day of the year, outside of Super Bowl Sunday. While women get Valentine's Day, anniversaries, and of course Valentine's Day, men work 364 days a year only for yesterday, which was quote-unquote a man's day. As all across the country, men dipped out of work early and ran to the ballpark for overpriced hot dogs, peanuts, and if you're of age, adult sodas, as yesterday was opening day for Major League Baseball. And here in Pittsburgh, many of Yinzer Nation ran to the Cathedral of Baseball here in the city, PNC Park, and it would turn out to be a pitcher's duel as both the Pirates and Cubs were deadlocked at 0 after 9 innings, and in the bottom of the 10th, it was Neil Walker who would hit a walk-off homer to help the Pirates raise their first Jolly Roger of the year, winning 1-0.
And in other exciting ballpark news, an estimated 1,500 gallons of adult soda, also known as beer, was consumed per ballpark yesterday. That ends up being an average of 20,000 beers being served, and while that may seem like a lot in comparison to food, that's nothing. It's estimated that about 80,000 hot dogs were eaten each game at yesterday's opening day, which is an enormous
That's an
amount
ungodly
of
amount
food.
of hot dogs.
Like, that's 4 times as much beer being sold, and I guess, but I do always get hot dogs when I go to a baseball game.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me.
The best you
I
go
don't
to
know.
those minor league games and it's $1 hot dog night and you spend like
Right?
$50 on
I
hot
like
dogs.
minor league games. I think those are underrated, and they always give you free stuff. I went to a minor league game once, and I walked out with a loaf of bread. They were giving out free loaves of bread, and I was like, "This is underrated." Like,
Hey, it's a win-win.
forget free T-shirt. I want my loaf of bread. You know. But besides that, we're going on now. The police blotter. Do you hear the police sirens, Dante?
No.
They're somewhere out there. This department was advised of a Pepsi vending machine that was damaged outside of Adams Hall. Don't worry though, folks, the cameras are going to be reviewed, and an attempt to locate the suspects involved is going to be made. So somebody out there really wanted
a
Coke.
Pepsi or
Was it a Coke
was a
machine? Oh,
Pepsi.
it was a Pepsi machine? They really wanted a Coke. They beat up the Pepsi machine.
Departmental information. Maintenance requested an officer present while they went to parts of a room. Officer stood by per request without incident.
This one seems odd to me.
Yeah.
What do you need? What are you getting out of a room that you need a police officer to stand by you for?
I have no idea.
That sounds suspicious to me.
Yeah.
That sounds really suspicious. We're going to have to mull that over. But coming up after the break, we'll bring back the females to answer our burning questions about exactly what goes on in the mind of the opposite sex.
But first, we went to one of the manliest places on campus, the intramural basketball courts, to ask some of the players in deck hockey if they could be any superhero, which one would they be?
I'm gonna go with being, I'll just go with flying. Flying's cool.
My superpower would be to be able to spread peanut butter like in the Jiffy commercials, because they do it and they make it look so easy, and it looks perfect. So that would be my superpower.
Okay, I would choose being like a werewolf because they're awesome.
It would be to fly so I can go anywhere and be anywhere at any time I wanted.
Teleportation. I've got family all over the country. It'd be fun to visit them every once in a while and go wherever you want, I suppose.
Flying, and because why wouldn't you want to fly?
These boys are my heroes. They come every week to spend time with my children.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
They can teach them something no one else can.
Wisconsin.
They're role models to the children, and homework comes way before sports. Their grades have improved, and their lives are just a bit richer.
Okay.
What they do for my kids is truly wonderful.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
I call them my lifeline.
People don't realize how quickly you can end up on the street. One thing happens in your life, medical bills you can't pay, you lose your job, and that's it.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
We went to DC to work with the homeless. They sell a newspaper called Street Sense. Thought I'd help.
But if you want to give more, you can.
This person came up to me and said, get a job. And for 2 hours, I felt what it was like to be homeless.
Good morning. $1 help on.
Some of the other students said, how can we change this? And I said, sometimes you can't change the world, but you may be able to change one person's world. My dream? Open a psych clinic for people on the street.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
Everyone, and welcome back to Trending Now. Right now we have familiar faces, the normal hosts. Trending Now. How'd you guys? The real host. The normal host. How'd you guys think of our impressions of you at the beginning?
Spot on, Don.
Spot on?
Spot on.
You sounded just like me.
I thought so. I took many years of voice lessons to get that.
Really?
But we have some questions to ask you to get into the minds of girls and help us men better understand you.
Yeah, they're much more sophisticated than we are. And we're going to start with the big age-old question. What do girls do at sleepovers?
This is an important question to all of us out there.
Yeah.
This is the number one question we want to know. What do you do with sleepovers?
You know, it really surprises me how badly guys want to know what exactly we do at sleepovers, because I blame movies, honestly, because movies always show like girls in like scantily clad outfits like having pillow fights, and I feel like that's what you guys imagine, and it is quite the opposite actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had some crazy pillow fights.
That doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me, though. Anybody's going to have pillow fights, it's you. All right, to move on, guys, me and Dante talked about this. We sing in the car when we're alone no matter what. Do girls do that? Do girls sing?
We
yes?
rap, we pretend we're Beyonce. I like, you know, sometimes you got a little One Direction that you no one's gonna judge you in the
Guilty
spaces
pleasure.
of your car.
Do you get really into it? Like, I know I try and go as high as I possibly can. Do you guys do that? Like,
I mean, I try to match pitch as
Right.
best as I can, which is hard when I'm listening to Drake because his voice is a lot lower.
yeah.
But
Yep.
and he's on my car all the time, basically. That's what's on in my car.
Yeah, I do my best to match Take On Me, and it just doesn't work out so well.
No.
No.
No, it has never worked for me to be able to sing Take On Me.
All right, moving on. Do girls have what Eddie and I have now called bro conversations, in which you're with your best friend, and you guys have a full conversation? You could be at a party or wherever, but you guys have a full conversation by just looking at each other in the eye and moving your eyebrows.
Does that ever happen?
Does that ever
Dante
happen
and I
to you?
should just look at each other and
We
be
don't
like,
have to move our eyebrows. We just know.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's more impressive.
Yeah.
actually.
We like, it's like the brain waves.
Yeah.
Like if you're at a party and you want to leave,
Mhm.
like you see across the room, you kind of do like a, and then like
See,
real
that has
quick.
eyebrows.
that has
Yeah,
eyebrows. That has
eyebrows.
eyebrows. That has
But
eyebrows.
There's
You're
other
like-
scenarios
But
where you
there's
can
other
like look at
scenarios.
one of your girlfriends and you just know what they're thinking.
Or you beforehand you go in there with like code words, like I'm
Okay.
gonna scratch my like.
That's not a
and then
code
it's like-
word.
That's not a code word. That's a
code
code action.
gesture.
Yeah, code
A
gesture.
decodation.
Decodation? That's all right. Then here's another thing about groups of girls. When guys fight, we fight, and then we just hug it out in the end. Why can't you girls just hug it out in the end?
I feel like
Oh,
this is on
touchy
like
subject.
this is like a makeup of the brain. I don't think this is something we can control.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna blame this on genetics?
Yeah,
No, it's
actually.
because girls know how to get to you, to get to your inner soul. They know the one thing that like you're really insecure about, and they'll push it. They'll push it hard, like off the ledge, like woo! And you can't let that go. You can't let that go. And to this day, I have so many girl like grudges because
You can't just hug it out though.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
everyone's
no.
like,
some girls get satisfaction out of that, like out of not hugging it out and just drawing it out. And
there's
just,
nothing that can't be solved with a good old
Hug-
argument.
hugging
like,
it
a
and-
yell
Yeah.
back and forth, and then just hug it out afterwards.
Maybe an adult soda or two.
Adult soda or two, if you're of age.
Yeah, if you're of age.
If you're of age.
it's just there's something about drama that girls love.
yeah.
It gets you going, and it gets you like the gossip. It fires something in your soul. You're like, ooh, who slept with who? Ooh.
So you girls have like an animal instinct to just not like each other. Is that what women's intuition is?
I mean, that's a little harsh, but kind of.
Really? You guys just are born to hate each other.
Not hate. Just
To
choose
fight.
sides.
All right, I think
Fight with- okay.
girls are really insecure to begin with, so that makes us want to talk about other people
I gotcha.
to make ourselves feel better.
Dude, high five for being a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
That's the best thing that ever happened.
All right, moving on. And now this is appropriate with How I Met Your Mother ending last night.
Very appropriate.
The infamous bro code. Is there a girl code?
Oh yeah, there's a TV show.
What's in?
What's
other
in-
than
what's-
the TV
no, no,
show? Other than the TV
What's-
show.
yeah, what's
'Cause
in the
TV
girl
show-
code?
There's no like rules.
But bro code, there's like
I have broken the
distinct
girl
rules.
code though. Like, if you have like a friend, you're not supposed to like date their ex-boyfriend. Like, there's one.
Right.
And you just like the basics, like how to avoid being like a jerk.
Do you have something like the bro Bible?
No, we just kind of know. We just like,
How do
keep
you
it
guys
mentally
know
locked.
though?
We just know.
Well, the bro Bible is mentally
like I
locked in
came
our
out of the
brains,
womb
but
and I was like, girl code.
That's another one of those genetic things.
Yeah.
Girl code and then fight with everyone else. That's ingrained inside
I mean,
of your
like,
genetics.
look at lions. Like, female lions fight with everyone. Like,
So it's just across the whole animal kingdom. Girls are just not supposed to like each other throughout all of the animal kingdom.
I mean, that's what it's
What
seeming
aren't
like
there any
now.
specifics though for like girl code? Like, there's nothing like just
Like in guy code, like if someone goes out of the way to do you a favor, you repay that favor.
you have to repay.
You have
it.
to.
There's not a question.
Oh. I mean, I never really thought about it. It's just, I don't know. I'm stuck.
You just kind
Well,
of
you don't know this very well. For it
There's
being
no
ingrained in you
code.
at birth. I
because
mean,
we don't have each other's backs in the long run because we want to kill each other.
This is the most horrible thing
No.
I've ever heard.
We're just ruining
like the
all
nicest
female
All
communities
females.
right
We
now.
didn't even have to do anything. We're just sitting here and watching the gender fall
It's just
apart.
instead of focusing like the bros, you got your other bros. Girls spend their time catfighting. So what? There's just no.
Oh, I got one. Okay.
Oh.
All right, I got it. I'm onto something. We motivate each other. Like, we always encourage each other. Like, sometimes my roommate will write sticky notes to me saying, "You're gonna do good on this presentation."
Encouragement.
That's just being a good friend and not girl code.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
It's something that's
Move on.
ingrained in us.
Let's encourage the girl
Okay,
population.
this is going to be a big one, I think. Do you think that girls get friend zoned? All the time?
Yeah, if you're that type of girl
Uh-huh.
that you've like had a friend for the longest time, and you just like I have been friend zoned.
You've been friend
I
zoned?
have been friend zoned.
Multiple times?
I'd rather not say.
That's terrible.
It's so possible because you get in this routine, and if you know somebody so long, it's not hard to be friend zoned. And then there's that awkward timing. Have you ever seen the show Friend Zone? They feature girls all the time, and they're always like, "Oh, I hope
I
he
don't know. I
likes
feel like
me."
guys get friend zoned way more.
Way more.
Way more than girls do.
I wish guys would friend zone me.
You are you a big friend zoning person? Do you friend zone a lot of guys?
I don't know. I kind of feel like
I
it.
feel like you do.
Do I?
I feel like you do all the time. You
Have I
especially.
friend zoned you, Eddie?
You friend zone me so much. I am so far in the friend zone. I helped you.
So far
Check
that
out
your
your
girlfriend's there just hanging out.
My girlfriend is friend zoning me too. That's the problem. Everyone friend zones me. Dante's friend zoning me.
I would never. We're bros. We're
bros.
above that.
That's part of the bro code. Don't friend zone.
You guys gotta read
It
the
is.
bro
It's-
code.
You got to read the bro Bible.
Yeah.
Read up on the bro Bible.
I have read parts of it.
You've read
The
parts
Barney
of the bro Bible?
Stinson online version.
Okay. Well, if you're
It's
gonna
out
listen,
there.
if you listen, you know that's it. Okay. Here's another one though. This is gonna be like the age-old question. Why do girls go to the bathroom together? Huh? Why do you need to be in
okay.
groups?
Yeah.
Why do you need to be? I get why you like want to be in groups and everything
You
else,
got
but
this.
bathroom?
You got this.
I mean, a lot of times we don't actually go to the bathroom when we go to the bathroom together. We just go to talk about something.
That's so weird.
It's
I feel like
like-
that's the last place I want to talk.
Yeah.
It's our meeting place because we know the
No
guys
one
will
can
not
reach
come.
us.
You just that's your home base. Home base. Go to the
The
bathroom.
girls' room is home base. That's horrible. That's horrible.
So horrible. The graphic was like, I'm done. I'm
graphic
going.
quit.
No,
It went
it's
to the
not-
girls'
It
room.
went to the girls' room.
Right, it went to the girls'
That's where
room.
we share our secrets and like give our tampons and just.
Oh my little.
Yeah, that's another big reason, honestly.
And it's
Oh.
just you fix
Hey,
your
you
hair
wanted to
together.
know.
There's so many mirrors. You can just like in all the movies, they're sitting in
You
the
can fix
mirror
your
and they're like, "Oh, Sally, your hair looks wonderful. Oh, thanks. We look so hot. Let's go back to the party."
I feel like I just want to get in and get out.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's nothing I want to do like less than stay in the bathroom
Yeah.
as long
Unless
as
it's like
possible.
my personal bathroom at home, then just
Yeah, I mean then you
kick
can
back and
enjoy,
relax.
get maybe a TV in there. That'd be nice. But so you guys just go to the bathroom to like look at yourselves in the mirror and talk about like
Even if
Yeah.
it's like the most awful,
don't want.
disgusting bathroom.
yeah.
Like if it's a nasty, and I mean nasty bathroom, you guys are gonna
Bad.
sit there and look in your mirror like, well, us guys, be like, we're gonna get in, do our business,
Yeah,
and run.
as fast as possible. Easily.
Well, we're not looking at what's around us. We're just looking at ourselves. So
It's not more like we're sitting down having a huddle fest.
Yeah.
We're standing, not like laying down in the corner.
I feel like that's the
look
reason
here.
guys don't want to talk in the bathroom, because you're standing like 6 inches apart
Then
from
again,
everyone else.
We have stalls.
I know. I think that helps it
For
a little bit.
everything.
But
Oh, there's nothing worse than taking the middle stall. There's
Right?
nothing worse.
bro code rule like number 3 is it's back. Don't,
It's okay.
do not take the middle stall. The worst is when there's an even number of stalls, because then there's 2 middle stalls.
Okay, well, I feel like this is a discussion for another day in your dark place. So.
Listen, this is not a dark place.
You guys can
we
go to
are
the bathroom and talk about this together.
we are maybe that's what we should do. All right, well, thank you ladies so much for being on. Coming up next, we're going back to the ladies, as they've taken over my corner and renamed it the girl corner.
Clearly they. Clearly.
I think the manliest thing a guy could do is wrestle a bear. You see in the early colonial days, these guys are all wrestling bears. Now guys are bedazzling their iPods and stuff, and it's ridiculous.
Probably play hockey.
Yeah, far with his armpit. We'll go with that.
Passionately kissing, I guess.
Just probably show a little bit of compassion.
The manliest thing a guy can do is cry.
G-Morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did. Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
Johannes, Franz!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblums, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you. Bobby? Susie? Don't worry, that's just the power of the art!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
You ever think about buying a bigger place?
Just waiting for a visit from the credit fairy.
There is no credit fairy.
How else will I get a better credit score?
Look, you keep your credit card balances low and only open a new card if you really need it.
No fairy?
There's no magic to improving your credit, but there's help, and it's free. Go to creditfairy.org.
Yes, ready.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
Trending now. We've asked the girls who are usually on the show to enter the decrepit minds of men and pick their favorite women crushes.
Welcome. This is not Eddie's corner, but rather Haley, Kendall, Hannah, and Leah's corner, and we're going to talk to you about girls. All right, guys. So we all thought about this a little bit, and there are multiple lists out there of the sexiest women. Now this is our take. Let's go down the line and see who our sexiest women are.
Am I first?
Leah, you got
Leah,
this.
You go.
All
You're on
right.
the end.
Well, you know, my pick may not be, you know, in the top 10 or what everybody thinks of, but if I had to pick anybody, I would pick Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of reasons. There's girl logic and there's guy logic. Guy logic, she's hot. Girl logic, she's talented. She can wear literally any hair color. She's been a blonde, redhead, and brunette, and she looks fabulous. And she's just classy. I don't know, I just really like Rachel McAdams. That'd be my pick.
I like her too.
Classiness is good. And
Classy and talented. What else do you want?
Exactly. Well, mine would happen to be the person who never ages, Jennifer Aniston.
I
she's
love
so
her.
pretty.
Yeah.
I love her. And I just love her in Friends.
I never watched that show, but I watched all her movies. Okay,
We've got
I will.
friends.
Okay, Kendall, who do you have?
I don't know if guys like her, but I think she is the bomb diggity. Lana Del Rey will sing my soul to sleep.
Yeah.
She is sexy. She is that bad biker chick that knows what's up. She's soulful.
Her hair just like falls in cascades.
And she was homeless too for
Really?
a little while. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So she's also a comeback kid.
Wow. I know who my pick was because she's a female rapper. Iggy Azalea. Because she is from Australia, so she has an amazing accent, and she's got donk. So that always helps the process. And I know some of her songs: 2 Feet in the Red, Dirt School Skirt, Sugar Cane, Back Lane. Jumpsuit Gears to say, but I got a ticket on this plane. People got a lot to say, but don't know about where I was from or how many floors that I had to scrub to just make it past where I am from.
I just think it's interesting how we all have such different tastes because we're all so different.
Yeah. Do you think that guys would agree with our picks?
By the way, Jennifer Lawrence, she's got a rep. She's got a rep. I know Lana.
Yeah.
Shh. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence is still, she is just like so real and just a young girl, doesn't mind taking a few tequila shots before every award show.
Well,
I just love how she says whatever is on her mind. Like, there is no filter
It's
in a
usually
way.
pizza too, which is kind of cool. Men are like, nice boobs. All right, I like her. But
Yeah.
we're all like about the personality and, you know, like how classy they are, how good they are at rapping, or just so many different things. I think we're just more complex than men.
Yeah.
Which,
We
We're
look to them
concerned
for
with the total
inspiration.
yes, we do. That's what I use my woman crush for. Inspiration.
That's all the time we have for you today here at Not Eddie's Corner, and I don't even know what we're going to call it, but Not Eddie's Corner. So thanks for joining us, and we're going to take it back over to the guys.
Thanks, ladies. I think me and Dante pretty much agree with your picks. Those are pretty impressive. I'm going to have to say I'm happy with those picks.
Ditto.
So, coming up after the break, Matt Merlino is going to be taking over the Trending Now social media desk instead of Leah Fleischel, and with some of the manliest things that happen in the world of social media, you can bet that Pinterest will not be featured.
But first, we return to the courts and ask some of the men if you could name a drink, what would you name it? I wonder if any of them can beat the Peruvian torpedo. No.
Probably a Kallenbaum, because that's what Jake Hartsfeld said.
That one kind of stands for itself. I'd have it Jameson, but had a couple letters in there, so it matches my name.
It would be called the Extreme Energy Drink because my nickname is X and I'm extreme.
Yeah, the Jay Schwartz. That would honestly be the drink, probably.
My drink would be the barbecue bomb. It'd be barbecue sauce and a shot of whiskey.
The Digby. Just plain and simple. It's my last.
Nicaragua is a completely different world. We were there to bring nursing care to some desperate people.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
The very first person that I met was David. Kept saying, "You have to come to my house and watch me play my trumpet." You could tell from the look on his face that it was just his most prized possession. I get back home. A few weeks later, I got a message that a gang had broken into his house at night and they stole it, which was his life. So next trip back, we gave him a new one. The look on his face was just complete disbelief. He just absolutely couldn't believe it. And to be able to do something like that is one of the best moments of my life. He said he'd never forget us.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
Hello everyone and welcome back to What's Been Buzzing in the Social Media World. Clearly, I am not Leah Fleischel, I'm Matt Merlino, and I'm better looking. Now, being that this is the guys show, let's take a look at some of the manly things that have been trending recently. Last night marked the final episode of How I Met Your Mother, so that has been all the rage in the past 24 hours. Hashtag opening day also got a lot of attention for the start of the MLB season. Like Dante talked about earlier, it's been good to see the Pirates start with a win, thanks to a walk-off home run in the 10th inning by hometown hero Neil Walker. So if you guys want to come up here, we can do this like the guys. Wrap it up quick, like the girls never do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this was a very successful man show, I like to think.
Yeah.
I think we should do man shows more often because
That's
the
2 votes for
topics-
man shows. I have
2 votes for man show, 3.
Yeah, why not?
3.
The man show was successful, and I think
Yeah.
it went pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. We're gonna have to do this again. Thank you guys so much for watching Trending Now. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, and you can use the hashtag ManShow. Make sure you tune in next week. Everything will be back to normal.
Unfortunately.